How y'all doing today? So today's video is going to be about my first basic handgun training. So I'm just going to touch on a few things that I learned from the basic handgun training and just get y'all a rundown of just what to expect and what to look forward to. So I went to California Tactical and took my first basic handgun course. And when I took the handgun course, I actually took it with my SD9 subcompact, because they got iron sights instead of using my other ones, which has the optic plate on it and the red dot optic. And as you can see, all of them is locked open and unloaded, no magazine in it. When I took my first class, I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know what to expect because I never actually went and took one. So once I signed up for the class, I paid $150 for the class. And when I got there, it was crazy because come to find out, I was the only person there. So it was almost like I had a private training, which was like definitely 10 times better because it took the nervousness out because I was there by myself. So as we start going over things, well, let me explain to you what it's about for people who may not know what basic handgun training classes are. So the basic handgun course, it taught firearm safety, which is always handling your gun safely, always putting it in the right direction, always making sure your gun is loaded or unloaded, just to make sure that you're safe around anybody, and just basic handling of firearms. So it took probably about like 10 minutes to go over that. And once we went over that for probably about like 10 minutes, we got into the live fire action. So doing that, what I found out is that taking these classes will really humble you because, you know, I go to the range and, you know, I think I'm a pretty good shot, but going through there and actually having somebody work with you and show you some of your flaws, you really get to see some of the things that you really need to train on every day. So taking those classes is really good for you because it'll definitely show you the things that you need to work on, and it'll actually show you how good of a shooter you really are. So I definitely recommend taking any basic handgun class or just taking any classes, period. So as we begin the class, we start shooting from about 10 yards, and we was just basically focused on sight alignment and also focusing on trigger manipulation. So when I started out, my trigger manipulation was good. It was more or less my aiming, which was like pretty much like a little bit off because I kept shooting to the left. So what I found out during the class is that, well, what the teacher explained to me was that even though in your mind, if you holding it straight and it looks straight, what you want to do is after you see a shot and you notice that like you may be placing them either left or right, once you start looking at your